I don't want nothing. This is the pop-up chat. So let's see if anybody's around who wants to chit chat about nothing or about something. Hey JJ. You know I be with my little out the blue pop-up live chats. Let me post it. I'm on live on IG. They're like, I didn't know you was gonna be on IG. I had no idea and I missed it. Okay, I'm live on YouTube if you want to know for the next 10-15 minutes. Hold on, I can't see nothing, y'all. Okay. On your favorite YouTuber, thank you. And stuff. Hey girl, hey, Ash, just doing my thing. I'm watching Saint Percentage. Did you review season 1? I don't think I reviewed season 1. I didn't start watching Saint Center until the last couple seasons. So I think I only reviewed whatever the last season was. So now I didn't do season 1 or I think not even season 2. But I do watch the show. And I need to figure out if it's back on because I haven't really looked to see if it's back on or not. I see you got my comfortable. Look, I get up, take a shower, put my dress on, take the dress off, go to bed. Okay, get up the next morning, take a shower, put the dress back on. So I'm consistently in the dress around the house, and I'm gonna keep doing that until forever and ever and stuff. So I'm not gonna be on here long. Look, so because when people watch this back, if y'all have questions, y'all need to put the questions in the chat because y'all know I'm only on long enough to we having a conversation. I have nothing to talk about. I'm going to do a gossip chat tomorrow, or whatever, because I have to do Love and Mirrors today, The Shy, and P Valley. But if you have questions about whatever, just post them in here until. So I'm gonna give you something like maybe no more than 30 minutes we would be here, or less than that. I started watching P Valley. Like it. My mom watches it now, and the funny part thing is, I told her about a joke about someone said online how they can't watch, they didn't want to watch the phone sex scene with their parent in the room, and when she watched it, she said when she saw the scene coming up, she got up and she went in the kitchen. I said, "Well, you by yourself, doesn't really matter." So I thought that was funny. I saw you review 3 and 4. Yeah, I did 3 and 4. I didn't do 1 and 2. I need to go back and review. And I don't, the thing is, I don't even think I watched seasons 1 and 2. I think I watched the last 2 episodes of season 2 and then started reviewing season 3. And that's how I kind of got caught up from there. So yeah. Love your take on Love of the Lockup. Those crazy. Look, last night when I watched it in my room. I live tweeted during the show. I'm gonna start live tweeting during certain shows because I'm a person where I don't like to watch a show and have to wait through commercials or whatever. So usually when I'm reviewing shows, I record it on my DVR and I watch it and I fast forward through it. But when I was watching Marriage Boot Camp, I noticed on my DVR, for some reason the recording set an hour, but it skipped like maybe 3 or 4 minutes of the Vado series situation. And so I had to watch that part of my television. So I'm like, well, let me start. If I have time, honey, if I have time, I'll watch it on the television, live tweet with y'all about it. Then I will rewatch it to take my notes because I have time to do that. And so with Love at the Lockup, I watched it would have played on my television like 3 times because it came on the first time and they played the repeats or whatever. So by the time I was reviewing it, I had it all in my head. And I said to myself, that was a good review, Jenny. That was a good review. Just the way I was, just on fire with it or whatever. I sat and edited the whole video through, added some little, sound bites and stuff to make it really interesting. And I'm glad I like it. Okay. But yeah, it was real, it was good. Which show you love more, P Valley or The Shy? P Valley. Well, you know what? Maybe The Shy. Only because so much happens on P Valley. It takes more time having to piece together a story to tell it a certain kind of way. Because when each reviewer reviews shows differently, and I've learned that the best way for you to do certain things is to tell it in pockets because it makes it easier to remember a whole character story versus going from part to part, the back and forth, and all that stuff. So I can easily do the shy in like pieces. With P Valley, it'd be so much back and forth from time to difficult, and it's more characters. There's all new characters, so sometimes that's harder. But I like them both. But I guess I would say the shy because I'm more used to the characters. But P Valley is more fun because it's new, fresh jokes that I'm thinking about because it's a new, fresh characters. And I'm happy that P Valley was already greenlit for a season 2. Okay. Hello to everybody popping in. If you're popping in, if you have questions, put your question in the chat box so I can see it. Put the word question or question mark. I guess this is the question and answer live that we're gonna be on here for. And when y'all run out of questions, the live is over. Okay. Okay. Is Hey Mike Guy, is there a reason you watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills but don't review it? Yes, there is. The I tried to review it, okay, because I wanted to review it because Garcelle was on there. But Garcelle isn't on there enough to make it interesting to me. And the other women, I would keep calling them white women, and they would assume I'm racist because I say these white women, they book, you know what I'm saying? And I don't have time for that because I'm not racist. But sometimes, you know what I'm saying, this sort of someone, a white woman, sounds funny, but it's no disrespecting me saying that. And I don't feel like arguing with people. And also, it's boring sometimes. I mean, the fact that we're on just the end of the season, basically, and they still is mad at Denise because she don't want them talking about sex and threesome about her kids. I would have to cuss them out every single episode. And again, I don't want to get labeled a racist because I'm gonna say this white bitch. What you mean this white bitch? Well, because she's a white person and she's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main reason I review it. So one is boring, and two, I don't want people to think I'm racist. But I watch it and I tweet about it. So, you know, it is what it is. I watched the first 2 episodes of season 1 and I like it. Okay, okay. Hope all's well. Yeah, today's a good day. Okay, a good day. I had my window open for some fresh air. I ate some beef and broccoli soup. Okay, I just reviewed Black is King. That review will be up live at 10 o'clock. It's been a good day. I slept in till 2. Well, because I didn't go to bed till 7 a.m. But again, you know what I'm saying? It was a day. It was a day. So yeah. I watch it on YouTube. You popped up happy. See, I pop up when I can. I like to sometimes plan lives, but because my life is sometimes it was busy. I can't plan it right, or I may not feel like going live. You know, and if I have one scheduled and I don't feel like going live, I don't want to, you know, make y'all be sad if I don't go live. So what I would say, I'm looking like, well, I just edit it, you know, Black is King. I'm gonna do Love and Huntsville in like 9:30. Let me see who around. Okay, pop up chit chat about nothing about something is what we here for. Hi, oh, that's from Canada. Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to Sisters in the Oval. Am I looking forward to the Sisters or Oval? I mean, no and yes. The Oval season finale. The Oval and Sisters, I will say, as bullshitty as they are, is still 2 of Tyler Perry's better written shows, but it's bullshitty. But it's just bullshitty enough to be good content for me as a YouTuber. You have each YouTuber who reviews again things differently. Like Alex. Alex does reads, which is fucking hilarious, but he doesn't review a whole show. He gonna read the whole show while he doing it and be funny while doing it. So for me to tell y'all what happened through the whole episode, when it's bullshitty as it is, it gives me content for jokes. So I'm looking forward to it because it's fun figuring out how to make the show funny. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny when I go off on Tyler Perry. So you know what I'm saying? Here's what it is. Hey, Grace Nails. Keep the questions going, y'all. She could say, JJ has forever been trying to get me to be on live for as long as possible. And I'd be like, look, no. When the question's in, so does the live. Because I don't like sitting here and not having anything to say and looking dumb. I think the point of live should be to have content communication and you know, information. So I'm like, if y'all have questions, just ask the questions and I'll answer them until, you know what I'm saying, ain't no more. And if it's a short live, it's okay. I'll be back. When you gonna do another game night? They so fun. I I don't know. I'm a try to. It will always be on a Saturday or a Sunday. What I can say, next Saturday, next Saturday, I'll plan a game night. Because it has been a while. They are very fun. And so I'll do that. I'll plan a game night for next Saturday at around 9 o'clock again. Okay, because that'll be easy. And it could be like, half an hour, 45 minutes and everything. So I promise y'all, game night next Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I can't keep it in mic. And we'll do that. Okay, get you some drinks together. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff or whatnot. Let your friends know and all that stuff. We can do it next Saturday. Because they are fun. I have fun doing them, and I like interacting with y'all, and bringing some lovingness of JB to y'all's TVs or phones or computers or however y'all watching me or whatnot. I love Garcelle, Dorit Sutton, and Denise. I get what you're saying about I like Garcelle, of course. I didn't know if I would like Dorit at first. But it looked like, is she a fashion whore? But I'm like, she is, but a great fashion whore. I love it. So I like Dorit. At first, I did not like Sutton. I didn't like Sutton until her and Garcelle went to dinner and her southernness came out. And I'm like, oh, she seems to be cool, but also fun for these white women who are not country-ish or southern-ish. So I like Sutton more when she had the dinner with Garcelle, and I like her more at the dinner when she questioned Teddy. And of course, I like Denise because Denise may have, what I'm saying, bang, brandy or whatever, but I feel like Denise has a right to want to keep certain things, private. That's not a part of the show. We all know Brandy's all goddamn train wreck. Car convo substitute couch conversations. The only reason I had not been doing car conversations, one, it's been so hot here in Michigan that when I get in my car, my dashboard is really, really hot. My car mount is really, really hot. And my phone was getting hot driving. And I ain't got time for that. Is the weather's kind of cooling off a little bit. So I'll start doing them again. But that's the only reason. It was me driving and have my phone sit in my car. And the sun was hot. And I didn't have time to cool my car down while driving to work. So it just didn't make any sense. But once I get my second bedroom made up to my studio, y'all will get some couch conversations because I just ordered a couch to go in there. So yeah. But yeah, I do miss car conversations. Car conversations were always random and about crazy stuff. And I think my antics and what I would say was always off the wall. So I missed them too. So of course I would get more. Yes, I read more conversations and story times, please. Out there, pure gold. I tell you all the time, give me ideas for story times. Sometimes I don't think about stuff because I don't think about it. But if I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah, I did. I remember that one time in band camp when the flute went up somebody's ass. I mean, not in real life, but it could possibly happen. But it is what it is. How do you keep up with everything, honey? I don't know. I am consistently working my full-time job, my regular job, and I have notifications on social medias for certain stuff. So I'm always looking at stuff or whatever. I don't get much sleep. I sleep from like 6 a.m. Until around 11 o'clock, or sometimes from 5 to 11. And then I get up and get us to work and I do it all over again. It's tough to keep up with stuff, but I do have some time. People send me stuff that's kind of easy. And I follow the right social media blogging people to figure out what's going on. And as far as the shows, my DVR is my best friend. And if my DVR was to go away, I would not be able to get all that done. So yeah. Your thoughts on Usher and Chris Brown in the verses? I feel like Usher will win. I feel like Chris Brown does not want to do it, as my friend said, because Usher would probably win, and Chris Brown doesn't want to have that ego hit that he lost to Usher. I feel like Chris Brown is in it thinking it's like a win-lose thing, and I feel like verses has now transitioned to be less who won and who lost, and it's more about let's celebrate the music. And I think on that aspect, he should just do it. Okay. What's your favorite Tyler Perry show, past or present? I probably would say the Have and the Have Nots. The Have and the Have Nots started off really, really good. It did. It turned into some funny, weird no questions answered bullshit, as any other Dollar Perry show. But the have and have nots to me is good because it's well rounded, and I hope it gets another season. But I think that's my favorite as of right now. Are there any Netflix movies you like? No, not really. Well, I like Old Guard. Old Guard was really really good. I liked it a lot. So much so that I want to keep watching it, and I hope that it does a part two as soon as this whole COVID thing is over. Do you think Married at First Sight couples will last? I think this is the one of the better seasons than they've had in the past couple of seasons. I think they all have a chance to last, even though I think Brett is not in it for the right reasons. Brett is the one couple who I'm like, I don't know at all. Of course, we all want Amani and Woody and Amelia and Bennett to be in it forever, but the other ones, it can go either way. We never know. Um, Thank you for your breakdown of your opinions about Tyler Perry shows. They really are bullshit. But I fucked around the guy and took them, so now I have to see them through. And that's what he do. He gets you hooked like the first season or so, even the first couple episodes is really, really good. And then comes the bullshit. At that point, you stuck because you want to know what happened. Whose baby is it? We will never know. So yeah, I completely agree. Will you be reviewing the Housewives of Potomac? Absolutely, Sibyl. Absolutely. I can't wait, and I can already tell y'all right now, I am team Monique. Y'all know I can't stand Candace. I have never liked Candace, so I don't care if Monique cut Candace's feet off and then put in the dish to walk away. I am still team Monique. Okay, and I cannot wait for the new season to come on tomorrow. Which is why I'm going to review The Shy and P Valley tonight, which I still want to get until tomorrow. Um, Other than Willie and Sean, do you think any of the other couples are real? Well, Hazel and Divine, ZZ and Decepticon are real because they have a whole baby right now currently, so they're a real couple. I think Tony and Correct was real because Tony only a fool would deal with him. So I'm like, that's a whole real couple. But Tahiri and Vado, no. And then of course not Phaedra and Medina. But I would fuck Medina. Medina's cute. I don't get why she ain't banged that man. Oh, because they're not real. Did you see Black as King? Yep, I've seen it twice. My review for that will be up. It's scheduled to be up at 10 o'clock tonight. Have you seen Juanita on Netflix with Alfie Water? No, I haven't. Um, so I don't know about that. And Greenleaf, it seems like bitch up has dementia. Is there a reason you're kind of brushing it off? I'm not brushing it off when I review. Oh, thank you, Ash. When I'm reviewing shows, I don't like to mention stuff that will basically be either revealed later or it's so clear that that's what it is. I don't need to mention it. I think I've said before when he first forgot the wedding, I said then he's probably gonna have a bit of dementia. So I don't repeatedly mention stuff like that every time he forgets something. But I'm like, that's evident. You know what I'm saying? So that's like I said, oh, remember Mac dead? We know Mac dead. I ain't gotta keep saying Mac. You know, since I do that. So I just don't want to keep talking about it because it could, we don't know yet. So let's let it play out. You know what I'm saying? Only like 2 episodes left anyway. Where's the best place for us to start a list of ideas or topics? What's good for you? You can always, either it don't matter. Email me. People email me, they DM me. It's fine. But all my contact information is in the description box below every video. But email is fine, or DM is fine. Or if you in the video, just comment in the comment section. Not in the chat box right here. Not in the chat box, but the actual comment section of the video, because I can see that once I'm done recording. And when I see stuff, that's when I do it. Yeah. So I'll have time to thank you, love lady. Candace Aggie, she absolutely is. Do you think the new couples on Love and Lockup worth watching? Yes, I really, really do. Absolutely, absolutely. I think this new season will be interesting because we've been dealing with the same group of people for so long that was like, what? And I feel like none of this seems fake, even though it all seems like a train wreck. So I'm interested in this season. Crazy thing that happened in the club in the early 2000s. Either DM me that or email that to me because I will forget. And when this goes off, I can't see y'all chat comments and stuff. Phaedra's full of shit. She is. She absolutely is, and you can't tell me no different. Do you think Bishop killed James? No, not at all. I think the caretaker did it. That's what I think it is. Honestly. Or what if Basie killed his daddy because Basie found out his daddy was fucking that white woman? I'm not sure. What I do know is I don't even think Matt did it. I think the lady left it to Daryl James for whatever reason. And once he died, Matt saw the opportunity to have them get the house. So they convinced her to give it to them. But I don't think they had anything to do with Daryl James being killed. What is what it is. I kind of want to see Nene and Phaedra on Atlanta Housewives with Candy. It will make good TV. What do you think about Phaedra? If Phaedra isn't going to show her real life, if Phaedra isn't going to be real, if Phaedra is not going to acknowledge the lie that she told on Candy all the time ago, then she don't need to be back. Everyone or anyone who comes back needs to have a point in coming back. It can't be just to either aggravate Candy or fuss with Candy. I think if you're going to come back, you should have something going on in your own life that, will work on the show. The reason I think that Nene is having issues with her contract right now is because she don't have much going on. She's also a bit difficult. And you add all those things into a blender, no one wants that juice. Okay. But if they return, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I would need her to come back for a reason. I tagged you on some Paul and Karina mess. I saw it and I was just like, I didn't care. Because I feel like Paul and Karina is doing something for attention. And I'll be like, I don't care that much at all because she knew he wasn't shit and he knew he couldn't afford her. And now they're just trying to make us, live through their addicts and I ain't got time for their bullshit. And it kind of gets on my nerves. And I'm just, Paula, it's just weird. And I'm like, I don't like it. Nene is having issues because she is too much, I heard. I believe that 100% because Nene is absolutely too much on every level, basically on every day, because she always feels as if she doesn't do anything wrong, and that don't be true at all. And I just be like, first of all, I'm cooking and I forgot. Hold on, y'all. I forgot that I was making strawberry steak in the oven, and that was an hour ago. I don't want to burn my kitchen down. I'm back. What was I talking about? Housewives. Nene. She's difficult, and we ain't got time for that. It's only producer. She hit. Nene was on social media. Nene wants to play victim. And Nene wants to have people feel like, well, in earlier seasons, Lisa's done this. Kim Zolciak has done this. Teresa Giudice has done that. And they stayed on the show, and Lisa got spinoffs, and Kim got spinoffs. I feel like Teresa, Lisa, and Kim did shit at a time when they were like, we don't care. They have a fan base, and so we'll give them more stuff. currently Nene star power isn't strong enough to give her a spinoff. And when Nene was at her HBIC status where she could have had a spinoff, she didn't do one. And when she had a little wedding spinoff, I mean, it was a wedding spinoff. So I feel like she wants to say that she's been at Bravo for all this time, for them to not want to offer this or that. I'm like, you've been there for a long time, but your star power, as far as being able to hold your own show, has dwindled because you did not take a chance when you should have. Nene was popular at one point and thought she was the shit, and so she went and left the show and then was on Glee and on the other show. That's when Nene should have been trying to get her a spinoff. That would have made sense. Kim Zolciak, who y'all know I don't like, and I hate to give her any kind of credit, but Kim Zolciak left Housewives at a point in time where she was just unlikable enough for people to still watch her because they don't like her, but also she had a fan base of white women who like crazy white women. And so it made sense to give her a show. Lisa Vanderpump, with her Vanderpump Rules show, whatever, people like Lisa Vanderpump. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I guess it is what it is, but I feel like Nene forgets that at one point she was the absolute best and she should have had a spinoff. She won't do that. She chose to leave Housewives for that one season to go off to Hollywood, and when it did not work out in Hollywood, she came back. And I feel like Nene came back bitter and upset that her career did not take the lane she thought it would take. And so she was back at square one. And now, after season 12, going to season 13, Nene, if she had her own show, it wouldn't last. Because she don't show more of her life. She don't have many friends who will come on the show with her to make it entertaining. And no one wanted to see her and Greg sitting in the kitchen with her in a kimono and some jeans and him in a button-up shirt talking about nothing. And that's just true tea. You have to strike when the iron is hot. Okay? I think Cynthia needs to be replaced. She brings something. Cynthia is the calm that they need. You can't have a whole bunch of people who's always turning up. You need to have somebody in the middle who can be on both sides of any kind of foolishness. And they not gonna get rid of her because she's about to marry Mike. Her daughter is not gender fluid, but she's, you know what I'm saying, gay or lesbian. She's something. I don't know what it is or whatever. So she doesn't bring ratchetness and mess to the show. But when there is ratchetness and mess, those people need to talk to Cynthia. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, it's a whole game. Okay, after the wedding, I think she'll be gone. I agree. After Cynthia's wedding, I don't think Cynthia won't last into a season 15. I'll give her 13. I'll even possibly give her friend of the show for 14. I think after 14, then she'll be gone. That's just my opinion. I'm so happy to see you on the last show. Oh, you're welcome. Did I miss much? No. I think you should consider an advice column. People email me questions and I respond. But I always say, if you don't want me to talk about it online, then I'm not going to do that. But again, whatever y'all email me to talk about, and if y'all say you can talk about it on the video, I'll do that. But some people don't want that, and I'll be like, I'm going to keep your business private. You think the my situation is strange? I'm going to do a whole review about Tamar, about Nicki Minaj, about Nene, somebody else, like 5 topics. Tamar is one I don't want to get to on here because do I think it's strange? I'll just say yes. But strange in which way? You have to watch my gospel chat to see that. So yeah, that's a virtual dish. It is Salisbury steak. I just got it today because I had some groceries delivered and something thick. I was only going to get some pretzels and some water. And I wanted some salami, and I was in the meat section. I was like, oh, stop. I should get some stuff. And that's what I did. Is I just put it in the oven And I really just forgot until I was like, what's that smell? I'm like, I'm going to burn it because it's been in there for over hours. Anyway, Julie, you always have good life advice. I think you should have an Ask Julie or an advice segment. That's what this is. Again, ask the question, you get an answer. But I get what you mean, Kari, Chicago. I always say, if you the emails and people have emailed me questions and I've sent them advice back. And they ask to keep it because it'd be like, personal stuff. But I think that's because they don't, want that or whatever. And I would never say, oh, Salisbury Steak emailed me and said, you know what I'm saying, they hate banquet meals. I wouldn't say anyone's name, but some people just is like that or whatever. But again, I'm open to that. And I feel like it's not that I give good advice. I think it's that I see both sides of things. So before I give my opinion on them, I'm like, well, how would I feel if I was that person or that person? Okay, this is the middle ground. Or I'm like, this makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So, whatever. But yeah, I get it. Nobody wants to watch the show with just Nene. They don't. And it's because Nene doesn't know how to be fun and entertaining on her own. Even when she's doing her YouTube stuff and she's giving interviews or whatever, I feel like she's always shading or giving subliminals or whatever, versus just being honest and direct and saying, I don't like Candy and Candy don't like me, and you did all that. I feel like Nene in her own show would still make it about other people. You know what I'm saying? Well, I have my own show because they ain't like me. And I couldn't have no partner and I'm like, girl, where's your true friends you can hang out with? Where is you ain't got no siblings? What grade kids at? Where your kids at? Ain't your grandma? You can't do a show, you know what I'm saying? You go on baby shop for them diapers? Or just something that's entertaining. Nene sings on Housewives when it's her by herself in the kitchen, is always in the kitchen with Greg, making some lemonades, eating a piece of cheesecake. Okay, walking real fast, her come on blows in the wind. And that's it. I'm never interested when I'm seeing Nene sitting there talking because I feel like she's always looking for a reason to be the victim. And eventually that's boring and tiring completely. And I think people like to hate on Candy, but I'm like, Candy has people around her who is willing to interact with her and make for interesting TV, good, bad, or indifferent. Her and Todd talking to be interesting sometimes. Her mama, aunties, who sometimes say too much, it's interesting. Todd and his daughter not always get along. It's interesting. You know what I'm saying? So that's what people have to know the business. And when you know the business, you understand why they keep certain people around. When you only feel like, I like Nene and she should do this, but you not thinking that's a business, honey. If you like her so much, then go give her a show and watch it. If not, let it be. Okay. You think they will ever bring Phaedra back? Somebody asked that already. They probably would, but again, Phaedra needs to acknowledge that she lied on Candy. If Phaedra can acknowledge that she lied on Candy and fully accept it, I think that's the only time that she can be welcomed back. And I think eventually Candy will forgive Phaedra like she did Portia. It took a couple seasons for her and Portia to get better because Portia had to keep eating the fact that she did something wrong. And Candy eventually moved past it. But I'm like, she can come back, she can, but she can't come back and act as if she ain't do shit. That won't work. Mariah from Married to Medicine is a fraud. How'd that come up? Yeah, I know I talked too much. My mouth is dry. One of my things had water in it. Is this one. One had water, one did, and one did not. Mariah from Married to Medicine is a fraud. She's a regular cast member. She just wants to stay on the show. Thoughts? Mariah is an EP for Married to Medicine, but she is also a cast member. I feel like Mariah has to understand you being an EP and the creator of the show is separate from being, was a fly in my house, and I just flew. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. God, and it just scared the crap out of me. Oh, God. Mike, you know I'm going crazy, right? But I killed the fly. Yay! God. Every time I open my door, I let a fly in. And so, and that fly scared the shit out of me. The fly tried to kill me, y'all. And I'm back. Now, let me wipe my tongue. Lord Jesus. See? Live on YouTube. Live on YouTube. Hold on, y'all. I want to be sure. Because it's straight, this flew right in front of me. And I had to spray it to kill it. And then I smushed it and threw it in the trash. Oh, God. I hate flies. I hate the summer because they be bothering me. And then when I spray the Raid fly insect spray, I then get OCD and gotta wipe everything off. Okay. Bam. Back to, and I think it flew to my computer because it's dark in here. Because I broke my lamp and I had not ordered new lamps. And so I'm looking like, I thought it was a monster. It was a whole monster, but it was just a fly. Okay, back to Mariah. Mariah is the DP, and she has to understand that when you're a cast member, you don't have to be on the show just because you created it. Like if you're not getting along with the cast, as a cast member, that's a different hat than being an EP. So I think she has to understand that, and it is what it is. I think each time it passed, it has. I got something to ask. If you have something to ask, either put it in the comment section here or DM me on IG or email me. I'm Bag Diva. I may be behind on some stuff, y'all, because I just panicked because the fly tried to kill me. Mimi should talk about her son and baby mama. That would make more. She ain't gonna do that because it's embarrassing to her because her son seems to be a baby daddy. Maybe she'll be friends with Dwight again. Only if Dwight knows it's fixed. That's it. Nisha shop for New Network. Well, she's going to be on E for a show called, like, it's a makeup challenge show. It's her and the dude Brad, who's a stylist, who'll be on there. So I mean, I guess it is what it is. How has your neighbor been upstairs? I called the police on him one day last week, I think it was, or the week before last, because his music was just too much. And since then, he's been fine. He still plays his music, but it's not abnormally loud. Okay, not abnormally loud, so it's fine. But you know, my neighbor next door, I haven't heard it all, so I don't know. But that's going. But yeah. Are you wearing Fenty? Yes, this is Fenty Uncensored that I'm wearing. And I want to say I put this on when I was reviewing Black is King. I then ate some beef and barley soup, and it's still on. I haven't reapplied it, so it's still on amazingly well. Did you discuss T.S. Madison and Geo? I have no idea what's going on with Maddie and Geo, and I don't discuss other YouTubers. So no. This is true. The storylines are dry in Sahara. All of them. I hate her least. That is funny. Any thoughts? Some of the Hope moving to Atlanta. I mean, she getting a divorce, so I mean, she gotta go. She gotta go. She gotta go. Maybe it's gonna be a love marriage. No, it won't be a love marriage in Atlanta. I just think, you know, that she wanted to change the scenery. I mean, her husband of all these years cheated on her, supposedly has a baby on the way, apparently, allegedly. And so she wanted to change the scenery. So I completely get that she just wanted a break. I get it. That's true. Don't you say that she is the least in yeah, that's crazy. An hour of the moose. Lord Jesus. Yeah, the cock was a fan favorite. Yeah, I miss them. I'm gonna start doing them again because it's supposed to be less hot now. Thank you for taking time to be commenting for me. Yeah, I read the comments. The reason I don't respond to every comment is because I just don't have time sometimes. And most of the time the comments is y'all telling me, you know, y'all opinion of the show or whatever. So it's not really, my comment isn't really needed. But I try to at least go through because if someone asks me a question, I respond. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I fast forward through Nini's words, Lord Jesus. That's funny. Yes, Fly Patrol. I was it was just a fly. It was just a fly. But he's dead now. And then I'm like, Jesus Christ. Cause usually I don't like any kind of bug. I don't like flies, ants, any little bug that you can think about that's like a normal bug. It freaks me out. Y'all saw me jump up because of a fly. Like, because it would have killed me. It kills me. And that's why I need to order a new lamp because I usually don't sit around with all my lights up. I always have like one light on because for some reason when the summer hit, the flies came out outside and it was in my apartment. So I panicked or whatever. They are not bad, but like whenever I open my door, a fly comes in. So like once a day, it's like one fly. Or like within a week, it'll be like a fly 3 days out of 7 days. So I think my last fly was maybe 2-3 days ago. So, and then today it was, and I keep my apartment cold. So, cause they don't like cold and I love it to be cold. But yeah, I freak out and it's just kind of crazy. You may want to put a fly top above your front door. Well, I have one because they come in and they go to either my dining room window, my bathroom window, because those are the only places in my apartment where it's hot. Everywhere else is cold. So usually I don't have a big issue with them. And I have this really good, I can't reach the fly spray, but Raid has a insect fly spray that works really, really good. Like you spray it and like it just dies. Like it'll fly around for like maybe a minute or so, but then it just die. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping once the weather stops being so hot, the flies will go away. But you know, I don't like it. Anyway, no. Everyone says Mariah has a vanity title with no power. I think she is twisting the situation to get sympathy. Well, no, Mariah brought Nature Medicine to Bravo. That is Mariah's show. Is whatever her paperwork was is what makes a difference. But again, someone being the creator of the show and being an EP is separate than them as a cast member. Mariah feels as if because she brought them the show that she should always be on the show. That may not be true as far as ratings are concerned or her relationship with the girls. So I mean, it is what it is. And if she is a cast member like everyone else, she has to wait for a pickup letter. They may not pick her up. I'm saying, cut to the light and the warmth. Yeah, that's what happens. So usually I'll usually always have my lamp on so it will fly towards my lamp and I can easily spray it and it's dead. Now I get the lights off because it's nighttime now. And so it flew the only light on that's in the house, my computer. But it flew into my computer, right? Dad knocked itself out. And I did in the trash. And smushed. That's nasty. But I made it through. You know, God could have took me out that fly, but God let me live. I'll be teaching too much. I can't stand when I love spring. I don't mind winter weather. I hate winter ice and winter snow. Okay, but I don't mind the fact that we have no bugs at that damn time. Um, Me too. That rage for flies don't work either. Well, no, the rage for flies for me does work. I mean, I can say that. Like I have the blue can, and you spray it, and and then they gone. Okay, so yeah. Good to keep the wardrobe coming. Thank you. I will be wearing dresses for the rest of the summer because I have bought all these dresses and I ain't worn yet, and I don't want to wait until next year. So it'll be dresses upon dresses upon dresses until whenever. And then I'll probably do leggings upon leggings upon leggings and jumpsuits and jumpsuits and jumpsuits. But yeah, yeah. Just want to say thank you for your funny reviews, keeping us entertained during this time. You're welcome. Will you try the Fenty skincare? I probably will, but I also don't know if I will because I use It Works facial cleanser. But because I love Fenty, I'm assuming I'm going to at least try it to see, what it's like. But I'm probably going to buy like one bottle of it and then see if that works at all. My neighbor has subwoofers and questionable taste in music. I think my neighbor who above my bedroom, I feel like the room he uses that's above my bedroom is like a studio. It can't be a bedroom. It just can't be. And I'm like, but again, if he pissed me off, I'm gonna call the police. And they're gonna make him cut the stuff down. So I mean it is what it is. But he hasn't been that bad as of late. I can say that. I think Toni Braxton would have gone a lot further by now if she didn't feel obligated to her sisters. Toni Braxton is a legend. I don't think Toni Braxton is like not. I don't think Toni Braxton didn't get far. I think Toni Braxton did great, despite having to pull the sisters along. Because eventually we didn't even realize Toni Braxton had sisters because it was all about Toni Braxton. So we shall see. Freebird, you're right. Daily and Funky Daniva are my. Oh, thank you. Did you and Neva should write to the real? They are down to those. Nah, I don't. After I don't want to be on someone else's talk show because, like Amanda Seals brought up, they control what you do and don't talk about, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather be here where I can talk about what I want to, and then not have to worry about for the women agreeing with me, or disagreeing with me, because it's my corner. So, I don't even think that, Funky would want to be on there either. Because again, you don't want to be stifled. It's just different. Are you want to watch Nene's new show? I mean, maybe. It depends. Like I watched Tamar's. I'm like, I can't think of the spray in my cup and I'm thirsty. I gotta clean up while I drink out of it because I don't want to die like the fly did. Like Tamar's hair show was kind of cool. It's boring to me now. That's why I don't do it anymore. But I don't. It depends on the like how it works on the show if I'm gonna watch it or not. I'll always watch like the first episode and then see how it goes from there. But if it's not authentically funny or entertaining, I probably wouldn't watch it past that. So we shall see. Flies hate vinegar. Keep up a cup of vinegar in each room. I tried that at my last apartment because of the it was gnats. I think it's because they got hot outside and bugs came outside, and I don't have a screen door to my apartment, so just when I open it, and my neighbor across there, I just feel like maybe it's a dead body in her house, and she just has flies all over. And then I'm having to deal with it. So I've already complained to maintenance. And again, it's not bad. but like a week it was bad because I didn't know I had flies, and all of a sudden it was just everywhere, and I panicked and I freaked out. But it's not that bad. Like it's literally like out of 7 days, like 3 days I'll see one fly, but I freak out over one fly. You know what I'm saying? So it's not bad at all. But yeah, I don't want to have to do the. I hate this mother vinegar, and it's just that it's summer, and the bugs are out, and at my last apartment because I was inside of a building with a door, and then my apartment, whereas this building, like it's an open courtyard. So when you open your door, if it's a bug at your door, the bug gonna come in. The same as if you at home, you open your screen door, a bug. You know what I'm saying? But it's not that bad at all. I didn't know Fenty the skincare. It just started, so I haven't done it just yet. So I will see. Yes, can't stand wearing jeans during the summer. It's all about sundresses. Yeah, and I have a lot of sundresses. A lot of sundress. I got a couple skirts I haven't even worn yet. So I'm like, let me just wear just those until the weather changes, and I have tons of leggings and jumpsuits too. So we're gonna see. And dresses are just easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Okay. Hi guys, please subscribe channel. I think that's fake. What girl on this? You took for the scene watching the team show. Yeah, just hey Mar the to catch a beautician show. Honey, I don't know. I like it, but it still needs something to change because it's too predictable. Okay, now like it is what it is. Honey, it has been 52 minutes. Girl, I have to get off of here, okay? Because I gotta do the show, the thing or whatever. So yeah, we're gonna end it. I said 30 minutes. Okay, it's been 52. Y'all tricked me. Y'all let me think I had to go here that damn long when we haven't. So we're gonna end it here because of course the questions are done and everything. So again, I will come back on next Saturday, 9 o'clock ish. Okay, I will set a reminder for y'all so you can see it to come back on. We'll have a game night. It'll either be what do you want them card games? We'll see which one, okay? Because we like those or whatever. We like Black Card Revoked a lot because we want to see Black Card we have. But game night will be next week. I can't want to do the Price is Right. I want to have items and y'all have to guess the price of it or whatever. And then, so I want to do that, but we shall see. So again, next week, 9 o'clock and all that. Yeah, in my Black and King video review, this popped up live too because it was live as 10. So get off of here and go watch my Black and King review and stuff. So again, love you all. Stay positive, stay prayed up. Okay, stay hydrated. If you see a fly, kill it dead or whatever. And I will talk to y'all next week on game night. Peace. Gotta go.